Next question is that it is saying that what were the equivalent units of production in the period? Okay, so let's see. It's this question is from your chapter related to process costing, and it is a very easy question. And the way I'm going to explain, I hope that you will get it and you can easily do it in exam. Listen carefully. No losses or gain occur in a manufacturing process. There was no losses because as we know that in when there is a process costing, mostly it happens that there is a loss when we are manufacturing some product. So manufacturing process, all right, and it says that there was no work in there was no work in progress at the start of a period during which 9,600 liters of a raw material were input to the process. Okay, so no losses or gains, right? And there was no opening at the start of opening is zero, no opening. Uh, per- uh, Period during which 9,600 liters of a raw material were input. It's important to understand that input units are 9600 and output units are, or let me write here loss. Zero is your loss and output is 8700. As it's saying, 8,700 liters of finished product were output from the process in the period. So when you see that you input this much of liter like material and this much you got, so and there is no loss. So when you see the difference is actually your closing work in progress. You see, closing work in progress because the output we can say we can also call it finished goods, finished goods, right? So the stage of completion of the work in progress was material 100% and conversions 60%. So work in progress, I tell you that this is going to be in the next period, and this is you can say closing. And you see that sometimes when we say that we input some, try and understand with the like we input some kind of material, and then we get output, and this is your finished goods. So there's a like you can say closing work in progress. You can say in unfinished work and this is incomplete. And sometimes it happens that we try and understand. Let me tell you regarding your example of maybe you are manufacturing or like you are stitching shirts. Try and understand this. Let me try. It's a shirt, like shirt, and you see that this is a complete piece of shirt, and you say that if I say that these six blocks are making one shirt, this is the complete unit of shirt. I say this is one shirt, right? So and when you see and it is a finished good and it's complete done, but I see that there are some unfinished work, and you see that this is one piece and this is the second one. You see that this is also incomplete, the next unit, and this is also incomplete. So when you say that this is incomplete and this is half done and this is half done, you can say full done, fully done, and you can say this is half done and this is also half done. And this is you will say this is a closing work in progress, and you will put in you will shift it into the next period, and then or next process or next period, and then you will say that then the tailor master or whoever the person who is stitching, the person will stitch and then will say now it will be considered a complete unit, the done work. But here you see that there is a concept which is called And you can say, let me think that maybe there are 30 shirts are complete. Okay, 30 shirts stock fully done. 30 are done, and only like two more, and we had to make 32 shirts. 32 shirts we had to make, and for 32 shirts 30 are done, and like for two are remaining, right? Two are remaining, so we can say that two are remaining. And this from two, like one is half done and the second one is also half done. So the equivalent concept, the word equivalent, you can understand, it says that, it says that you can consider is one complete unit equivalent. So if I say that how many units are complete, so you can say the finished are this. But equivalent units, if I say, what does it mean? So equivalent units, you can say 31. Why? Because this 30 is finished, because 30 shirts are completed, and one is half done and one is half done. If you just try to just try and understand that if you combine these two, it means that full done. So one half done, this 50% completed, and this 50% completed, it can be considered the one complete unit. So this is the concept of equivalent unit. So now to understand, it's very simple. It says input and there is no loss, and it says output. So you understand that like closing work in progress would be 900. But in those closing work in progress, it says now this is the point. So if you are able to solve this, you can easily get the right answer. The stage of completion of the work in progress was material 100%. So you can understand that you can write here material point of view, from material point of view, and from labor point of view. And you can say labor or conversion. Conversion is something, conversion is your conversion costs means labor plus overheads. It's called your conversion cost, right? So your material point of view, it's 100%, and from your conversion point of view, it is 60% complete. So how will you get it? So now this is the thing, that this is the finished goods, okay, completed. This is the thing you need to remember. And now you will see that from material, let me write here complete. You see, this 900 you are going to multiply it with 100%. So it means 100 is completed from material point of view. And if you, this closing work in progress, which is 900 multiplied with 60%. So what do you get? You get 440. So from material point of view, you will say that equivalent units, from material point of view, let me write it in this way. See, from material, like equivalent units we have to write now. So this output is this, and you will add this closing work in progress, which is 100% complete. So 100% means 900 you would write here. And here you will say this again, output is finished good. You will add this conversion. 60% complete, 60% of 900 is 540, you will write here. So this is the answer. 960 from material point of view, and like 960 means 9600 from material point of view. Why? Because you input 9600, there was no loss. So when out finished is this, and from material point of view it's completed. So it means complete whatever you input in the beginning, you will get the same here. And now you will see this is 9240, because from conversion point of view, the closing work in progress is 60% complete. So the 900, 60% of 900 is 540. So you will add this. Remember, that's very easy. So you can get the right answer, which is B is the right answer. It is saying that 9600 for material and 9240 for conversion cost. And it is there is a high chance that this kind of question will appear definitely. And please don't make any more mistake, you can easily do it. I just gave you the simple example that how we're going to tackle. I'm giving you a quick recap that when you see this, Simply you need to know that there is no loss, so it means this, and then you need to first calculate what is the closing work in progress, which is say the stage of completion of the working process. And it's saying that there was no opening, so no opening work in progress. You can say no opening work in progress. There was no opening work in progress. Closing work in progress is this. So when you get this, so this is important figure. Finish. Okay. You need to remember this one. This is the relevant figure, and then these two are the right answer. How you I solved it, that it says that I told you the concept of equivalent unit, that what does it mean, that equivalent, if you are supposed to make 30, like 32 shirts, and you the 30 are done in the beginning, so you can say that one is half done, and another is also half done. Two are remaining. So you can say from like if you just apply the equivalent units concept, it means you can say that 31 are the equivalent. Finished is still 30. You will not say 31 is the death finished, but you will say that you can consider that it is. It's simple as that. That if the one glass is half full and other is also half full, you can say that maybe you have only one, like for full one glass of water, half one glass is half full, and then second is also half full, so it means one. So this is the concept of equivalent unit. It is asking about the equivalent unit. So how you are going to solve it, that simply you will need to first calculate this one. When you get the closing working process, which is 900, then what you are supposed to do, simply it's saying that from material point of view it's 100%, 900 material point of view it's 900, 100%. So it will be the same one, that is 900. From conversion it is 60%, so the answer would be 540. And then if it can ask you anything, just please read the requirement carefully in exam. It can ask you about this, maybe, that what is the closing work in progress value from conversion point of view, that unfinished units, you can say that. And or maybe equivalent work in progress, that simply it is asking you this. But now it is saying that overall, that what were the equivalent units of the production in the period. So this is why you are going to add this with this, and B is the right answer. See, what I did simply, that as you know that I know that you can easily do it. That input is 9,600, loss is zero, and then output is this. When you are just done with it, you need to check that what this is the important figure that you need to calculate when you take the difference of this input and output, because there is no loss. So the remaining, the difference is your closing work in progress, and it is asking, the requirement is saying that what were the equivalent units of production in the period. So it's how you are going to do it. I said that it says that from material point of view, it's 100% complete. This, it's saying that work in progress. So this is 100% complete. And from conversion cost, it is 60% complete. I just told you what does it mean by the conversion cost. Conversion cost is like other costs not related to material. So conversion is your labor and overhead mixed. So and the percentage is already given. I didn't calculate it. So simply what you do, you will not just add this, that you will say that this is the my right answer, that finished is this. No, you would do what? And it is saying, you can say that D is the answer, that 8,700 for material and 8,700 for conversion cost. So if there is no equivalent unit thing, or it is 0% complete or 0% complete, so maybe you can say that D is the right answer. But it is saying that material is at 100% complete, that the remaining, the closing work in progress, which is not considered as a finished good. So you will take the 100% of 900, and I just calculated for you, that you can just take it the 100% of 900. Otherwise, you are not supposed to calculate it. You already know that 100% of 900 would be the 900. No, simple. So 900 would be the material figure. And how did I calculate 440? 440 I calculated with the 900 multiplied with 60%. Whatever the percentage is given in exam, you can do it. It could be like that, it could be like that, it could be like that, that 80% is from material point of view. You can see that it will change the figure, the final answers figure. It could be changed like that. 80, maybe the material is 80% complete, 60%, this is the completion figure. The completion is that from material point of view, it's saying that 100% is complete. That is why the 100% is 900, because we are taking the, this is the figure that we have to consider. I understand. So I just did it like that. So when you did this 900, means what? This is completed for material point of view, and the same closing work in progress is the fully done according to the material point of view, and for 60% for 5. So how did I calculate this? It's very simple. I said this, simply take this and add with this 900, and you will get the material equivalent unit, that is 9600, which is the input, because it is 100% complete. This is finished and remaining is also 100% complete, so obviously the answer is this. And here what I did, simply again you will take the finished goods and then the same figure, but you will add this 540 and you will get the conversion cost figure, and that is 9240, and B is the right answer. This I just explained. Wait just a second. Okay, so this one says that what is the difference in profit between absorption and marginal costing? Very simple one. And I'll give you a trick. If you do not understand the absorption and marginal, I would suggest to please rewatch the videos related to marginal and absorption. Otherwise, I'm going to give you a simple try understand, because before when you are there is only 1 or 2 days left before your exam. No need to just read the textbooks. As many questions you can solve, please try. So the way I'm going to tackle, just learn the method, just apply that method in exam, and you are there. You can easily solve the question. Just don't get confused that full understanding of marginal absorption. If you whatever understanding you have, it's there. But I'm just giving you the trick, the formula, that how you are going to do it. Simply do it the way I'm trying to do. Okay. What is the difference in profit between absorption and marginal costing? C. 25,000 units of company's single product are produced in a period during which 28,000 units are sold. Okay. So it means that, let me write, production is, you say 25,000, and sold units are how many? 28. How this is possible? Like you are producing less and but you are selling more. It means there would be some opening. Obviously, there would be some opening stock. That is why you will add the opening, and you can say that. Let me write it away. You can say, I understand. Always, whenever you see that there is like sold units are more than production, so it means that there must be opening stock. So it means available units. This is called available units, opening and production. Okay, so it's saying that sold is this and opening is, they're not telling. Let's see. Opening, this it's written here. Opening is 7,000. See, opening inventory was 7,000. Very simple. Unit cost of the product are this. Let me say that, let me calculate what closing. Let's see if there is a closing or there is no closing. Let's try. Opening, you see the opening, production, and if you do, if you add these two, it means you are getting the available units. So you had this and you sold this. So it means 4,000 is in your closing, right? And now this is you need to do only when you get this figure. Now the to solve, to get the difference in profit between absorption, you need three things. You need this. Remember, you need this. That's why I was calculating. And you needed this. And the third thing which you are going to get, it is your OAR. Okay. OAR, overhead absorption rate, or you can say it, fixed production overhead. This is you need, right? So what you are supposed to do, uh, this is, I was saying that you need these three. Just if you if this data is available, you can easily get the answer. Let's see how. To There is a formula to get the like profit difference of absorption and marginal. That what you do, that difference difference in inventory multiplied by OAR. This is the thing. Now difference is, in inventory is your closing difference, is your opening and closing difference. opening and closing difference. Simply opening and closing difference. And you can see this, the difference of opening and closing is how it is 3000. Don't think about it is positive or negative. It could be like that. 7000 here, or it could be like 4000 here. Suppose again you will say that 3000 is the difference, because the difference whether the opening is more or closing is more, you will see the same difference. So difference is there. So how would you do that? Let me see. Like 3000, as I'm saying about recording this formula, 3000 multiplied by OAR value, and OAR is given, which is 7.6. You can see direct cost, fixed production overhead, and fixed non-production overhead. Remember, your OAR is related to the factory cost, which is fixed production overhead cost. So always you will multiply it with 7.6, right? And you will get the answer. This is 2280, and C is your answer. Very simple. Again, I'm saying, if you see this question and there is a 80 or 90% chance that this question will appear in exam, it will ask you just calculate the difference in profit between absorption and marginal. So the if you want to calculate the difference in profit between marginal and absorptional costing, so here there is a form. This is the formula that you are supposed to apply. What? That difference in inventory, this should be in your mind. You must write here. First, I would say that write this in exam. When you see this, you would say difference in inventory, and difference in inventory is opening and closing difference. And so how did I do it? It's given, it's also given, it's also given. We just calculated closing the way I told you, that opening in production is you add, mine you will deduct sold units, then obviously the remaining is your closing. When you see the closing is 4000 and opening was 7000, you will take the difference, and this is given, this will be given in exam. Fixed production overhead just multiplied with 7.6 or whatever the rate is given to you in exam, you will get the answer. Simple. All right. So the next question says that what are the total direct costs of the company? Very easy. It is asking about the direct cost and total direct costs. Let me write here. Total direct cost. So you see that spreadsheet includes the following pie chart to the analyze company's total manufacturing cost for a period. The company's production overhead in the period was $124,000, $700. Okay, and it's saying that production overhead, it's a kind of blur, but let me read it. Like it's saying that production overhead and is 58%, if I'm not wrong. And it is also saying that direct material, I'm writing DM, and direct labor and direct expense, I guess, yeah. And direct material is 23%, and direct labor is 12%, and this is 7%, right? This is the thing. So you say that production overheads are 58 and all our others are direct. So obviously the direct would be 42% would be the direct cost. If I just talk about the percentage. Now, if I say that the cost, I'm writing here. So the cost is given for the production overhead is 124700. Oh, yes, this is the thing. And you need to answer this as we did in the previous question, that how we can do it, how we are going to do it. See, sorry. Yeah. So this way, like this is the thing. As I told you, if I just go back, and there was a percentage question, you were saying that you do not understand. How did we do it? That this is the thing that I told you, that whenever you get the percentage, the way how you can do it. that let me try again, that if you will divide it with its space and multiply it with this, then you will get the answer of this. So in simple way we were going to do the same okay, sorry. So here we want to get the answer, and in your calculator what you would do, because this data is given and you need to calculate, so it's very simple to do it. Simply write and like type this in your calculator, divide it with its base, and its base is 58 percent, and multiplied with 42%, because the total direct cost it is asking now. So the we just added these three up: direct material, direct labor, and direct expense. You will get the answer. It is 90,300, and it's not clear, but I think it is there, like 900 and 90 and 300, 90,300, and which is this. D is the right answer. Simple. You can easily do it. Not at all. It's not at all difficult. It's very easy, quite easy. Okay, a very easy one. It is the last question that I'm going to speak about. That what is the asset turnover ratio for 2000 x2? For this, you need to remember some formulas, and you must remember that asset turnover is what? Asset turnover, and how do you calculate asset turnover? It's sales divided by capital employed, right? So if you divide sales by capital employed, you will get the answer, and sales is 50,000, and divided with capital employed, which is 1 lakh. 0.5 times. D is the right answer. Very easy one. Sales divided by capital employed, you will get the answer, which is zero point 0.5 times, and not at all difficult. Easy one, the easiest one. And you will see these kind of questions will appear in exam if you are not well prepared. So you see that you will lose 2 marks if you do not know this simple formula. You don't remember this simple formula, you will see that this is very difficult, and you will skip this question, maybe uh, do the wrong calculation. You will, if you don't remember the right formula, you need to remember that it is sales divided by capital employed. Won't write here net profit. Here you would write in asset turnover. We always divide like this: sales divided by capital employed, and you will get the right answer. Simple one. And I think this is the simplest formula in your book.